Hello. How is everyone doing today? I'm your host, Philip, and I'm so glad you have tuned in to Spiritual Bookshelf. Today, we are continuing our exciting series on how to turn your brain into a high-performance machine. Let me start with a question for all the students, lifelong learners, and busy professionals out there. Have you ever felt that deep sense of frustration? You know the feeling. Maybe just yesterday you spent hours studying a thick chapter of legal note. Or perhaps you finally memorized a massive stack of English vocabulary words. You went to bed feeling like a genius. But then you wake up this morning and it feels like your brain was formatted. All that's left are a few blurry keywords floating around. You get angry at yourself. You think, is my brain a leaky bucket? Why does everything leak out the moment I pour it in? If you are feeling this way, I want you to take a deep breath and just relax. From a neuroscience perspective, it's not because you aren't smart enough. It's simply because right now, the path in your brain is just a muddy little trail. Think about it. You are trying to drive a high-speed Ferrari across a muddy, bumpy path through the woods. Of course, you are going to get stuck. You can't go fast on a trail like that. So, today's book is going to teach you exactly how to pave the road in your mind so you can finally move at the speed you deserve. Welcome back to the show. Today we are diving deeper into the brilliant insight from Dr. Shigeki Tsukiyama and his book, Amazing Memory Techniques Only Top Medical Students Know. Dr. Tsukiyama is a world-renowned neurosurgeon who has discovered that innate talent is actually very similar among most people. The secret to success in life isn't your IQ or how hard you work. It's how you use your brain. Most of us fail to see results because we miss the golden window of brain activity. Dr. Tsukiyama is 64 years old, and he has combined his clinical experience with brain science to create a learning plan for everyone. He promises that if you cooperate with your brain, you can upgrade your learning from a slow freight train to a 10 times faster high-speed rail. To show you what's possible, let's look at how some of the most famous minds in history paved their own mental highway. 1. Richard Feynman. The Feynman technique. First up is the legendary Nobel Prize-winning physicist, Richard Feynman. Feynman believed that real learning isn't just about memorizing facts. It's about being able to explain a concept simply and clearly. The core idea: if you can't explain a complex concept to an 8-year-old child, you don't truly understand it yet. How to do it? When you can take a difficult topic and put it into your own words, using simple, everyday language, it means your brain has successfully completed the process of restructuring and internalizing that info. The result is actually activate a part of your brain called the nuclear accumbens, which is your motivation center. Why? Because the moment you realize you can teach someone else, you get a huge hit of achievement. That sense of accomplishment creates positive reinforcement, making your brain crave more learning. 2. Napoleon Bonaparte, the drawer method. Next, let's talk about a man who conquered nations and had to keep track of thousands of details. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon was famous for his drawer memory method. Imagine your brain is a giant organized cabinet with many drawers. Napoleon said that when he wanted to think about one topic, he would open that specific drawer and close all the others. When it was time to sleep, he would close all the drawers. How it works? This is exactly like what we talked about in previous episodes. Weaving a net or having an instruction manual. Before you start, by organizing information into specific categories or drawers, you prevent your brain from becoming a cluttered mess of fragmented Lego pieces. You know exactly where to find a fact when you need it because you have paved a clear road to that specific drawer. So, as we wrap up part 6, I want to leave you with this. Stop trying to push your Ferrari through the mud. Start paving your road. Try the Feynman technique today. Take one thing you learn and try to explain it to a friend or even your pet. Activate the nuclear accumbens and feel the power of true understanding. Once you start paving the road, those blurry keywords will start to look like a 10x stronger memory. Thank you so much for joining me on Spiritual Bookshelf. I'm Philip, and I hope you have a fantastic day of building your own mental high-speed rail. I will see you in the next episode.